up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Tolbert, and after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down now, Tolbert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Second and 10. They'll try the left side. Tolbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Back.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. Hey, smash Bronco. Let's go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. The Texans had a woeful 2-9 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this would be a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
At the Chargers' 30-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now it's Mixon running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense?
Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely...
They've got his man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, LA. Quentin Johnston, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's a give to Mixon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
59.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around, locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
19 tight. Ready?
Now Stroud. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
79 Broncos.
Stroud. Is to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down. Here's Ty Zentner now. Davis now to return it. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Tolbert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Dragon 60. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready.
Throwing now is Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Stop low 18.
Stroud looking to throw. That's complete to Dell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And his kick is right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Pushing through the contact. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 140 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, it's Herbert. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Mustang 19. 19 Lions.
Here's Stroud. Flushed out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Johnston. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler from 8 yards out. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Texans 6.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Come on, set. 65 cat, 65 cat. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Stroud to throw it. That one too wide and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll try the left side. Tolbert.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
5-9, 5-9.
On second down, here's Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Herbert. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here for Davis. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, Tolbert, and he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Derek Stingley getting home on the corner blitz.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Texans will take over.
39-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Reel it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is out up around the 15-yard line.
116 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Stroud sets up the play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Michael Davis. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Tolbert, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
59.
From the 50, here's Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Flush to his right. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Donald Parham
from 19 yards away.
And the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Caught left side. Here's Dell. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
A handoff to Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Stroud working out of the gun. To the right side and caught by Dell. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tolbert. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try the left side. Tolbert. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run on first down. Tolbert, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Go.
On 2nd down now, Tolbert. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Set.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Set.
They'll try the left side. Tolbert, he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd
On
down.
3rd down, Tolbert. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
and so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute.